Had an alert on my phone today for power getting shut off for, I guess, fire safety. I don't know, I've never heard of this before. I was just about to start welding. The welder's out there, ready to get hoisted and clunk. It is incredibly windy, so I guess I can see why they're doing it. I've never heard of them doing this, but you know, the tree branches do fall on power lines and it's really dry out, so I guess this is just something they're gonna try out this year. Let's see if this old Predator still runs. It's gonna be a tough start. A full tank. It smells okay. Not fresh, but should be good. Got the odometer in. I'm going to mount this at some point. Maybe that'll be a winter project. Nice spot to mount this thing here. Do that. Choke. Need to replace the. Need to get some more of this pull cord. I keep snipping it back, but it's going to start getting short. Oh, that's okay. So the vent's on or open. It says on. All right, there we go. No grid, we got fossil fuels. Get those weeds out of there, just in case. Alright, there's a little Jenny up and going. Happy to see it. My old trusty Predator 2000. Oh yeah, no lights. Alright, 32 minutes left for my PC on the battery backup, which is actually pretty cool. I love that thing. I even plugged this little light into it so I can have light during power outages. Starts out with like about 38 minutes, and there's plenty of time to get some stuff done. I could probably even finish uploading this video. Okay, so I just need to grab this cord here and run it out the door. Alright, off this power strip, which has a nice length of cord on it. Got all my low power stuff. PC, light, filter, and then air conditioner, refrigerators on this cord, the dehumidifier. So I can run this one out to the small Jenny. And then this one, I'll need to get another extension cord and run that to the 8,000 watt generator. It's gonna get warm in here if I don't have the air conditioner going, and I need my fridge going. Unless I want to just move my fridge over to this power strip, which I could probably handle. Alright, 123 volts of generator power! If this thing still runs. Alright, now we got the refrigerator on there. So everything's on there except the air conditioner. I guess that's kind of how it used to be in the RV too. Thing is perfect for everything except the big loads, like the AC, air compressor, welder. Got this some months ago. It's about time I found it, at least temporarily. Alright, the battery's hooked up. Got my remote here. Which needs to be hooked up or else it won't run. I need to put a little override switch. Find a strap for that battery. Oh wow, it is pretty smoky out. Holy moly, yeah, we got some fires around here. It is that time of year. Alright, let's weld everything up. Alright, there's the first sheet all welded up. Alright, I got half of that welded. Neck's hurting, so I'm gonna give it a break. Finish the rest tomorrow. So you're using about a quarter of a tank. I love it. I love welding. I love that I could just weld and weld and weld and not have to stop and go cut a new piece and tack weld and then go cut another piece. I like this just non-stop welding. Oh yeah, boy, this is it's getting smokier and smokier out there on the horizon. Not super bad. I've seen it where I've seen little flakes of ashes come down. I had so many fires a couple years ago. But yeah, stopped right there. Holy moly, that is really orange outside. Camera's probably not even picking that up. It always adjusts. Kind of looks like it adjusted for it, which is annoying. But yeah, it is a angry looking orange out here right now. Got the house Jenny going yesterday. Been cranking away. Predator 2000 holding in there. Got just over half a tank. Outdoor shower still working awesome. Could probably use a new tarp. Getting ratty, but oh well. It should be fine. That sun is so orange, it's weird. To a plug here so I can hook up the big Jenny and run my air conditioner. It's too hot. Alright. Need the choke this time. That was so weird. 2 times in a row that started without a choke, and it never does that. got power back in here to the room circuit anyway. So run the vent fan. Get this freaking AC cranking. See you today. Nice. Full blast. Little extension cord runs in for the computer stuff and other light loads. Then we got the AC on the main circuit, connected to the big Jenny. Connected to this too, I think. Yes. Cool, so we get the humidity down in here. Ran out of welding wire. Well, this thing got almost done with that welding, but I've seen something I don't like, and that is the roof starting to sag, even though I got these braces in here. I think it's sagging because of these thicker welds I'm doing in between the sheets, and those are on the bigger bars here. Kind of see that a little bit. It's not a huge, it is not a huge deal. All I have to do is stick a jack in there underneath these beams and jack it back up and then reinforce it with some gussets. Man, but that has really took the motivation out of me. Yeah, so that's like not a huge amount, but that's enough to kind of bum me out a little bit. It's fixable, and it's worse there in the middle than it is up here. Yeah, I didn't have to weld it, as somebody pointed out. I could have used seam sealer or something, whatever that's called, because, you know, I just needed to welding all the seams to make it watertight, but I could have done that with some kind of sealant. I didn't really want to, though. I wanted to weld all the seams, though it is now obvious that it's a lot of work, and all that heat is warping the roof. I mean, this all welded up okay. It's just these big long passes with the welder seems to be of what caused the issue. That didn't take too much to push it back. That to stay up like that, and I think I will maybe just put another 1x5 square tube along the bottom of that to reinforce it, and then gusset on that. And we just started getting our first drops of rain. Well, the rain is back, and the roof is all wet. Started putting up a tarp here, but then I just tossed it down because there's no point. I'm just going to trap moisture up underneath of it, so I gotta wait for that to dry out. You hear it trickling down. It's just a light rain, but everything's soaked already. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take all that paint back and save me a couple $100. We'll worry about this. I guess, you know, I think I'm just gonna wait and just see. Power's back on, by the way. Forgot to update on that. It was a 2-day power outage. It would turn back on the 3rd day, early morning. sometime when I was sleeping. Okay, finally got a ride into town to get some welding wire so I could finish the roof. Finish welding the roof, and then we're gonna push up on this on the underside of this framework here, bend it back, and brace it up or something. I also took back the paint, got me back $200 so I could feed myself. I've got automotive primer that's just going to have to do for now. I painted a Chevy Suburban in primer gray. Lasted many years like that, though I did have to touch up from time to time the rusty spots. For one winter, I think, I don't know, I probably could just let it rust out all winter and it'll be fine. Just need to scrape off all the rust, and I don't know, we'll see what I come up with. I can't afford all that paint right now. Took the crane down for the rain, since I think we're still getting, or we should have some dry days, but the rain is still just around the corner. I'll be just a few days before that comes back. So I don't know, we'll see what I can come up with here. Yeah. It's all rusty. Okay, got our reinforcement beams cut here. Gonna be 3 of them going along these 3 sections on the roof. So this big long weld down the middle over that bar. I didn't even think that this little weld, about the size of my pinky, could shrink so much that it would actually bend one of those 1.5-inch square tubes. It wasn't even a thought. But yeah, that was a little lesson in shrinkage and how much force these welds can have when they shrink. It's pretty insane. Yeah, I should have, didn't even stitch weld it. It was tack welded, but I guess I should have gone like a little section, little section, little section, little section, back and forth. I saw one YouTube video on how to prevent shrinking or warping, and that's what they said to do, is you tack, you stitch, and yeah, I guess I just put way too much heat down on the roof. So, oh well, little lesson learned there. Oop. Anyway, that's the roof all done. Leak, no more leaks. I'm gonna get a little more rust, of course, but let's go ahead and get these panels on. Boy, look how straight that's staying. That's what I should have been doing. Should have been like stitching, skip, skip, stitch, skip, stitch, or stitch, skip, stitch, skip. Just stitch it in sections. It's just doing so much better than trying to do longer welds. I know better than to just go for a long time on a thin piece of metal. To do a long weld, it'll just warp the thing. I really didn't think it, like I said, it wasn't even a thought that the 1.5-inch tube could bend from a weld, from just a little pinky sized weld on the top of it. That's what I should have been doing. A little stitch, skip. Little stitch, skip, little gap to fill. I'll skip that because that's kind of a big gap. Get this one. All right, look at that. You can still hear it creaking from it cooling down in some places, but I think the point is that I've got a lot of stitch welding down that's already cool, and so the hot stuff as it shrinks is less likely to affect its shape. Yep, that's what I should have been doing on those big seams. That sucks. I screwed up my roof. I was in too much of a hurry. Yeah, oh well, at least my roof's gonna be super reinforced now. At all these primary points, or at these main beams. Okay, the roof and the front piece is all welded up. Watertight. And ready for a grinder to go along and flatten out some of these welds. I don't know if I'll go down flush with them, I'll just flatten them up. Make things look a little better. But that turned out awesome. The welds don't look as good when you're making little tiny welds like that. Little stitch welding all the way around, but boy, that sure does seem to be the trick. Put a couple clamps on here to make sure this bar is straight with the top. The bottom is straight with the top. So let's just push it up till everything goes flat again. Things are a little too tight in these corners, so I'm just going to bevel the edges on these ends here to clear the corner here. I can't grind the welds flat enough, and it's too good of a fit. I need to bring these little corners in so I don't have to worry about those hitting. Okay, got those corners beveled. Even shaved it down maybe 1/16 of an inch just to give it a little more room. Okay, I got this welded up everywhere it's sitting flat, which seems to be right here between these two pieces of frame. It's only in the corners. Okay, that works. See? Girder. Okay, I think that's good enough for now on the welding. I do want to weld all the way across, but I'm getting tired. And I want to see and I just want to see what happens when we take this thing down. Yeah, good. Give my hand a break and then we'll come back and finish welding the rest of this. And that will be the process for 2 more spots right here at the main beams for the roof. Got one more spot there, and one more here. 167.25 for those. Just the same as it was last year, which is actually kind of surprising. Thought that would be going up with the gas prices. Tags and burgers. Had to get this out of the way. It's like paying rent for me. My yearly rent. I could have waited, but even if you go 6 months into the new year, they still expire in December, so that doesn't really accomplish much. It just feels good to get that out of the way. So we're good until December of 2023. Burgers on flatbread. Need to find a place to... I'm a little tired of making food on my bed here. But, that's all I got. I got this room cleared out, cleaned it up quite a bit, and I think I'm going to put a computer desk over here and then move this stuff behind my bed, where I can set up a little area where I can hopefully find a place to cook, or at least have a table. I guess I could put a little table right here. Anyway, the room is coming along. Got cleaned up, a little more space, hopefully get a computer desk at some point, and stop making food on my bed. Ah, yes. Burger time. Get some cheese on there. If my RV was going to be down a full year, then I could skip a year on getting tags, but that's not going to be down that long. We will at least have her going by next summer. I'll probably still get a lot done over the winter if I can get a tarp over it and keep working. Alright, the roof is reinforced and pushed back with a slight curve, which will help keep it, and that should help reinforce things. So, yeah, this roof is warped every which direction now, but at least it's not sagging down. Maybe I can experiment with some filler or foam or something in the future. Still not too worried about it. Who knows, maybe it needed that support in those 3 spots. But one thing's for sure, I need to be careful with doing long welds. I'm still... But, there we go. Now, we probably have a tree fall on that and be okay. That was a ton of work that I would have rather put into the walls, but like I said, maybe that was necessary. A little more reinforcement on that roof.